What's going on, guys? It's ChosenTCG here, and welcome to the second episode of Fun Deck. And today's episode, I'm going to be featuring Arcanite Magician Assault Mode. Well, I guess you could say Stardust slash Arcanite Magician Assault Mode, but it's mainly this card. But I'll explain to you why I have Stardust Dragon Assault Mode here. Anyway, um, as always, you're going to see the fully typed deck list and everything, every card on the bottom of the description, sorry, in the description. And yeah, make sure if you like this, if you like my videos, you go check out my other videos and thumbs up this video and subscribe, and of course leave a comment or PM me if you have any questions. And of course there'll always be duels with the decks I make, so better go to my channel and check it out, or I'll have anything that you guys want to see annotated. Anyway, to the deck itself, I have 2 copies of Arcanite Magician Assault Mode, and you're wondering, why do I have a Stardust Dragon Assault Mode here? Well, it's actually because, well, when I look at the current meta, or today's game, it's pretty much what's it called? The Solemn Brigade, and like 3 effect veilers. Those cards are just so big right now. It's used in every single deck, and that it makes this deck pretty much useless. But then, obviously, it's a fun deck, whatever. But the only way to kind of, oh yeah, and there's also Starlight Road being played very more often now, so Arcanite Assault's kind of iffy, but because of this, the nature of this deck, you're able to bring out level 8 synchros relatively easy, and it's all thanks to the 3 emergency teleports that that have gone back up to 3. So let's just go on with the kind of deck list, and then I'll explain everything later. So the 3 assault modes, the 3 spies along with 1 guard, 3 monk, triple commander, psychic commander, and the double Krebons for the psychic engine, the 2 arcane apprentice, 2 trickies, 1 defender, the magical knight, 1 Sangan, triple emergency teleport, double endymion, citadel of endymion, double magical mallet, 1 heavy, 1 nobleman of extermination, triple typhoon, 1 mind control, triple assault mode activate, and triple threatening roar. Okay, so the main card of the deck, of course, is the assault mode of Arcanite Magician, and the main focus the main focus of this deck, which is to bring out this guy, is actually not really true. It's actually to bring out Arcanite Magician and to be able to pop 2 cards and then combo it next turn off with an assault mode activate. Because if this card goes through, assuming it doesn't get Solemn Warning, it doesn't get bottomless or anything, you have a big advantage because it's pretty much a +1, and then to go for an assault mode activate, tributing this guy and then summoning your Arcanite Assault, you can then blow up all the cards on your opponent's side of the field. But like I said, cards like Starlight Road and the Solemn Brigades, those hurt the deck a lot. But still, like I said, it's a fun deck. You're not gonna win any YCSs with it, but it's still a fun deck. The reason why I have 1 Stardust Dragon Assault was because, well, let's look at the monsters. I have like let's see, what is it, 6, 7, 8, 9 spellcasters. 6 spellcasters are level 4, in which you can combine with a level 3 to create their Arcanite, or you have 2 trickies that can, along with the 1 instant fusion, which you get Musician King with instant fusion. The 2 trickies can be combined with Krebons by using teleport or summon, or Arcane Apprentice. I'm using Arcane Apprentice because I think that you sometimes just won't get the Assault Mode activate, and Assault Mode activate is really important in this deck, even though it's kind of a dead card. But you'll be surprised how fast this deck can synchro up to a level 7 or level 8 really well. So, and then there's of course the Defender of Magical Knight. It's kind of to go with the magical citadel of endymion. But let's see, anything else I want to kind of explain? Yeah, spies, obviously, you want to have field presence. In spies, 2000 defense monster, and then you can just get out whatever it is you need, and then summon your psychic commander or go for emergency teleport for a really quick Arcanite Magician to go for that, to pop 2 cards on your opponent's side of the field. Or most of the time I play Summoner Monk. I'll get Summoner Monk, and then I'll just like discard a spell card and just get my psychic commander and just start synchroing. You can also go for level 6, but like, see, I think the only good one is Gaia and Iron Chain now, but I usually I don't go for that. And then of course, let's see, the other than the Psychic and the Teleport Engine, the Tricky, which is a level 5, and the Instant Fusion, which gets your Musician King, you can use the level 5 and combine it with your level 2 to make an Arcanite Magician, or you, because you know Tricky is a spellcaster, Musician King is a spellcaster, and you can also combine the level 5 and level 3 with Psychic Commander to make that level 8 Stardust Dragon. And then if you're lucky, most of the time you can choose between whichever assault mode you want. You can go for Stardust Assault. And what happens usually is I go for Stardust Assault if I feel like uh if I feel like my opponent, you know, doesn't have a lot of cards in their hand. They're not really too sure of like what they're doing, and most of the time if you have too many back rows for your from your opponent, obviously don't go for the Arcanite Magician Assault, because even though you might think, okay, I could blow every card up, well, it's not the same anymore. It's basically summon, and then they either want to bottomless it or torrential tribute, or solemn warning, and those are huge, largely played cards in today's game. So going for Stars Dragon Assault mode actually most of the time will be a bit better. But let's see, got the double magical citadel of endymion. Basically, this is kind of your countered store thing. Whenever you activate a spell card, any spell card, you put on counter on this. If this card be destroyed, you can hold on. Yeah, you can what's it called? Remove one counter to prevent uh what's it called? I'm blanking out this card from being destroyed. And there's also this effect: when a card with a spell counter is destroyed, place its spell counters on this card instead. So if you have, let's say, your Arcanite Magician, your opponent like fissures it or something, or Smashing Grounds, you could place it on this card. And then the best part, which is whenever you have a card that uses spell counters, you can basically um, remove from this card instead. So this is like a massive, spell counter store. And then you have, of course, double magical mallet to kind of keep it more consistent. Notice how I'm not running pod duality, because sometimes all it takes is basically one special summon to get your assault mode, whether it be Stardust Assault or any other card out. Like pod duality first turn, sometimes I don't really like it, because if you go first and you don't go Stardust Assault, or you don't go Arcanite Magician and set your one assault mode activate to protect yourself, because your opponent's probably gonna have Solemn Warning next or whatever. It's not really, you're not going to be at a good advantage, because you won't be able to special summon your whatever it is you need. So yeah, that's why I use double magical mallet, and I use one heavy, one Nobleman extermination, triple MST for the back row removal. Of course, one mind control, because you want to exceed and get rid of your opponent's monsters in synchro. And then the obviously self-explanatory someone activate, and the threatening roar is basically stall and then synchro next turn, or XYZ next turn, whatever you want to do. So other cards like Supreme Arcanite Magician, I thought I would run a deck kind of based around it, because I thought this was a really good card, because you can use Miracle Synchro Fusion. But then I was like, I mean, it's a great card and all, but I I really wanted to base this deck on just Arcanite Magician Assault. But I mean, you can put it in there. This is not a bad card. You can put one copy of this in there, test it out, see if it works. But I generally find it a bit too slow. But and I really don't like this card in the first place. I mean, it says you place two counter. Okay, so hold on. You get two counters when this is special summon, so it says 3400, and you can activate one of the following effects each turn, I think. Yeah, so destroy one card on the field or draw one card. But you can definitely use this card along with the Miracle Synchro Fusion. But I just choose not to, so whatever, right? And then I use Trapstone, of course. And this is not a side deck, by the way. This is just to show you guys what extra cards you can use. And of course, the Trapstone, I thought of using it, but then I would rather put in Nobleman of Extermination, just because I like it more, and for backward removal. So I think that's it. The extra deck is pretty simple. It's basically Stardust, Arcanite, Musician King, any relevant or commonly used XYZs, and Zen mains, Levier, anything like that. So yeah, that's the deck list. Hopefully I explained it well enough for you guys to understand. I'm definitely gonna put up a duel of this card because this is a very fun deck, and of course you can't compete with the top tier 0 decks, but a deck like this against, let's say, I don't know, 6 samurais. I'm just putting random thoughts out. 6 samurais might be pretty good because I'd say if they have the Xian and crap locked down, you can, most of the time you'll be able to get your summons through. If, let's say, you got your spa, you flip it, and then you summon your psychic commander, you get a synchro for free Arcanite Magician. Use the Arcanite Magician to pop the Xian or any other, or a gateway, and then you can set your maybe assault mode. Yeah, I mean, there's combos, there's ways to play around this deck, and there's ways to play with this deck. So I really like this deck. Anyway, hope I didn't make this video too long, and hope you guys enjoy watching this video. Make sure you thumbs up, comment, and subscribe, and be sure to catch the next episode of Fun Deck. Anyway, see you later, guys, and peace out.